So Venezuela has been it's been an incredible situation. We went in, we were very successful, military power like nobody's ever seen. The general, Venezuelan general said, I was on that site. I said, I've never seen ferocity like that. I've been doing this for 40 years. He said, I've never seen it. They hit us from 17 different, they were all set. They saw that big, beautiful aircraft carrier, the Ford in that case, and planes were pouring off it at 1 o'clock in the morning. So typically when you see that late at night, you know, you could be in trouble, right? And we were all ready. They had their equipment, it was Russian, and they had Chinese equipment. It was all set. They were going to give us a fight. He said, and then they came, and they came at speeds like we've never seen. And they came at 17 different angles. The general and his people, that was a lot of angles. They hit him from every angle. He said, we knew it was over in 3 minutes. We were waiting for them. Their equipment didn't work, and there's a reason it didn't work. Someday we'll explain that to people. They pressed the button, nothing happened. They pressed it again and again, nothing happened. And he said, we knew this whole thing was over in 3 minutes. We've never seen any, he used the word ferocity. The ferocity of these planes from 17 different angles, and it was over. They went inside, and remember, that was on a military base with thousands of soldiers. And those soldiers looked and they said, get the hell out of here. Thousands. We didn't have thousands. We had like 200 people. So we have a great military. Look, regardless, we win. Regardless what happens, we win. We've totally defeated that country. And so let's see what happens. Maybe they make a deal, maybe they don't.
Is it a good sign?
From the standpoint of America, we win. One other thing that's happening is that boats are sailing up and heading out to our country. Big, beautiful tankers, and we're loading them up with oil and gas and everything else. And pretty beautiful thing to see. In very deep negotiations with Iran, we win regardless. We've defeated them militarily. They've dropped a couple of water mines, you call them water mines, in the boat. We've defeated all of their water boats too. Their Navy has gone 158 ships. They have 28 water droppers, mine droppers they call them. All of them are sunk. They probably have a couple of mines in the water. We have minesweepers out there. We're sweeping the strait. In addition to that, we're negotiating. Whether we make a deal or not makes no difference to me. Whether you listen to the fake news or not, you know, it's amazing. Their credibility is down to 13%. The media credibility down to 13%. Think of it. We defeated their Navy. We defeated their Air Force. We defeated their anti-aircraft. We defeated their radar. We defeated their leaders. Their leaders are all dead. And now all we do is we'll open up the strait, even though we don't use it, because we have a lot of other countries in the world that do use it that are either afraid or weak or cheap. I don't know what it is, but we were not helped by NATO, that I can tell you. Let me just tell you, we win, no matter what. We've defeated their military. They have no Navy. 158 ships are underwater, undersea. All of their minesweepers and all of their, they call them mine droppers. Can you imagine? A country has 28 mine droppers. You think that's nice? With all of that being said, they're all defeated, by the way. They're all at the bottom of the sea. Now, with all of that, they have no Navy. They have no radar. They have no Air Force. Their leaders are all dead. Khomeini is gone. For many years he ruled. He's gone. With all of that, let's see what happens. But from my standpoint, I don't care.
China is preparing to ship weapons to Iran.
Well, if China does that, China's going to have big problems, okay?
Del Boca Vista.
That's what the hell happened. I didn't check my settings. Thank you. Listen, what are you going to do? I apologize for that. You want me to start over from the top? I could do that. I see feet. Okay. Well, now you can hear me. Apologize for that. Well, let me start over. I played you the clips. So I'm just going to start from the beginning, like nothing happened. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the DOXX Report. A retired 72-year-old United States senior citizen and a recipient of Medicare payments living in Central Florida, beautiful, sunny Central Florida. This is my personal YouTube channel, vlog, citizen journalism account, and my generalized social online platform. Thank you for joining me. I played the clips, and then I was looking around. I wasn't talking anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered because there's news about the blockade, and I didn't want to get it from the fake news, so I said, where's everybody getting this story? So I looked for the White House, he held a press conference, or how do they know this? And then I went on to Truth Social. And so here's the president, here's his Truth Social posting. So, let me see, get rid of that comment. No, there's no comment. Here we go. So there you have it. The meeting went well. Most points were agreed to, but the only point that really mattered, nuclear, was not effective immediately. The United States Navy, the finest in the world, will begin the process of blockading any and all ships trying to enter or leave the Strait of Hormuz. At some point, we will reach, quote, all being allowed to go in, all being allowed to go out, unquote, basis. But Iran has not allowed that to happen by merely saying there may be a mine out there somewhere that nobody... before I do that, did you miss my intro music? Okay, I got to play that if you did. There may be a mine out there somewhere that nobody knows about. Nobody knows about but them. In other words, the Iranians. Large caps. This is world extortion. And leaders of countries, especially the United States of America, will never be extorted. I have also instructed our Navy to seek and interdict every vessel in international waters that has paid a toll to Iran. No one who pays an illegal toll will have safe passage on the high seas. We will also begin destroying the mines the Iranians laid in the straits. Any Iranian who fires at us or at peaceful vessels will be blown to hell. Iran knows better than anyone how to end this situation, which has already devastated their country. The Navy is gone. Their Air Force is gone. Their anti-aircraft and radar are useless. Khomeini and most of their leaders are dead, all because of their nuclear ambition. The blockade will begin shortly. Other countries will be involved with this blockade. Iran will not be allowed to profit off this illegal act of extortion. They want money, and more importantly, they want nuclear. Additionally, and at appropriate moment, we are fully locked and loaded, and our military will finish up the little of the left of Iran. The Honorable President Donald J. Trump. I'm going to play my intro again. Well, Lex, can't people practice their religion? Sure they can. Just don't kill people. Don't threaten America for 47 years and kill Americans all around the globe and attack embassies. And they're building them not for deterrence. They're going to use them, and they've been stopped. At this time, they have been stopped. Now, you want Iran to have nuclear weapons? Vote a Democrat in. He'll get it done for you. But I am quite thankful they're not up, and we'll see how it shakes out. But now you've got it, and I got it in the title. Now it's unconditional surrender. You never sit down with them again. You just send them the papers to sign. You know, you get their ambassador, whoever wants to come to Geneva, whatever, you give them the papers to sign on the spot. There's no more negotiation. You can't have that. But he's tried to do everything. And I'll give you the weather again, because it is gorgeous out there. 82 degrees Fahrenheit, that would be 28 degrees Celsius, humidity 38%, winds 19 kilometers per hour, that would be 12 miles per hour. Beautiful day. And as I was speaking to myself, I took the iPhone 16e up to Walgreens, and they have a FedEx there. This was Saturday morning. And then I went over and got my Wawa after I did that. But they don't go out on Sunday. But Monday will go out, and the Apple stores already recognize that I've returned it to FedEx. So they, gave me they took my email address. It's in the system. So that's pretty cool. And the phone I'm using now is in the bird cage is the iPhone 17, not the Pro, but just the 17. So we'll see how it holds up. And I love the cloudy days. This is the real sunny days is bad, but I wanted to stream today. So comments. But thank you. Who told me the mic was off? I got to thank you again. It was Pavel. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, Ruben, I can't hear you. If you're actually typing to say something, if not, the signs is deafening. I'm sorry about that. I see feet. Okay, Mookie. Greg, should we call Doug? Okay, I'll give you credit on that one. Should we call DOXX? Should we call DOXX? It might have fallen and can't get up. Yeah, I mean, that could happen to any senior citizen. And I went on and got my paper this morning just to let my neighbor was okay, but I didn't get it till 7 o'clock. I slept in. I got up at 5 a.m. Unfortunate. I have a checklist. I started hustling to get everything set up, and I really got to just slow up and go through my checklist, because I have it here on my notes. Audio checklist, StreamYard, checkmark only, stereo, loop. My software has to be put at 100% and Google off. But I had Google on and I had my mic turned off. So I screwed up. Screwed up big time. Repeat, we do not hear you. Okay, I got it. Who do we call? No, Ghostbusters? No. $475 for a clean roof. I did. It's beautiful. I mean, it's sparkling clean and brighter. And she says, I guess I'll tell you that story. She was up there. I showed you the picture, I think, before. She was up there 5 hours, paid her off in cash. And then when it rains, she said it'll actually brighten up. It'll take some more off of it. And looks great. And I'll bring it out here next year, and it'll only cost me $85. I'm going to start doing this every year. Looks great. Okay, you got a double today. Congratulations. Greg, first it was Nancy Guthrie, now DOXX. I guess a welfare check. Who's got Lex's phone number? Well, I told my neighbor, if you see 2 newspapers, that's the time when you go to action. Newspapers are... Okay, enough of the drama. You got me, okay? I screwed up. He's back, baby, finally. And Mookie says, that wasn't alarming at all. And Pavel, Mike not working. He's on the phone with Tommy. Oh, Tommy he's a character. I can't... I was just having my coffee this morning, and I put up a posting on my... let's go to my post. I hope you can hear me now. You should be able to hear me. Let's see, YouTube. DOXX Report, view your channel, posts. New York, yeah, there's a machete attack. I put up an article about the woke right, and that, I won't say triggered it. Tommy responded. And, he said, now, this is Tommy, I quote, Trump just said that talks failed because Iran didn't agree to American demands on nuclear. I thought you told us Trump erased the nuclear threat. I responded, I don't have to read it. You got to be kidding me. Of course he responded. They're not a threat today or tomorrow or next week or next month. So that's been dealt with. Now, if they don't want to, so the negotiating team goes back to Iran. They're the leadership, and they better get in a bunker because it's got to be unconditional surrender now. He said some other things. Let's see. He said, I respond. That's what I told him, and he said, "Let's see." Tommy says, "If that's the case, then why is Trump saying that's the sticking point? Because they don't want to do it. They want to. That's part. They want to practice that particular 7th century Islam belief of Islam, and everybody converts or everybody dies. And I mean, you can practice Islam if you want to be peaceful about it, or the Sufism, and that's great. We all pray to the same God. But you got to stop this killing and threatening your neighbors. You only want the nukes for one reason, to use them. Back to Tommy. He's now going to blockade the strait. Okay, I just read that. He's obviously desperate. Okay. Who you rooting for, Tommy? Huh? All right, I got a better question for Tommy. Let's go back in time. The election. We're going to go back in the time machine. Are you going to cast your vote for Kamala now? He did everything else. He's doing this right, by the way. But he secured the borders. He's building the economy back. He's getting rid of the illegal aliens. You're going to vote for Kamala? And I said, why aren't you in church looking and meeting for your future wife? Like, leave me alone. And he says, I'm already with someone, laughing. I'd never be a theist, only a deist. I guess I'll have to look that up exactly. That's kind of like you believe in nature, but no, I don't. I'm going to go to discovery.org, see what they say about it. Discovery.org. Deism. Search. Deism. Well, let's see. It defining theistic evolution. No, that's no good. Well, what do I got to do? I got to go to my grok. Now, I know people make fun of that, but simply, it's an aggregator. Deism is the belief that a supreme being God created the universe but does not intervene in it afterwards. Okay, so you believe in God. So why wouldn't you go to church? Or you have a special brand of deism, like you got a special brand of conservatism or nationalism. A simple core ideas of deism. God exists and designed the universe like a cosmic watchmaker who builds a watch and then lets it run on its own time. Oh, he's not involved. It can't be in your life. Okay. God does not perform miracles. Oh, God. Answers prayers or interferes with natural laws. No, God is the law. Look at it as AI, but it's only II, infinite intelligence, who wrote the programming. It can do anything. It's not an it. God can do anything God wants to do at any time. The religious texts, prophets, organized religion. Well, I'll kind of agree on this. Stay away from organized religions, are generally rejected or seen as human interventions. Well, I kind of agree with that. It depends how you read it. Truth about God comes primarily through reason and observation, not revelation or faith. Truth about God comes from direct experience. Meditate. Okay, where are we at? I don't care. Falling behind. Who cares? Well, enough of that. Enough. Did I finish up with Tommy? No, I want to be fair to him. Let me finish my coffee. I'm streaming today. Tommy, DOXX Report. You should read Age of Reason by Payne. Now, why do you think he does that to me? Come on, put your thinking cap on. Why would he care? Why would I want to read that? And then he's got to degrade me, criticize me of my coffee. He says, Tommy says, sounds good about my coffee, even though we both know it's Wawa. Okay, you're trying to shame me that I go to, I mean, so what? But why do you think he gives me these books to read? Why do you think he does that? Come on, put your thinking cap on, all you smart commenters, all you people in the shadows. Let's see. He's on the phone with Tommy. No. You know, I wouldn't mind giving him a link if he can just be, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that would work. Oh, I'm sorry. You had it turned up too loud. I could have turned it down louder, but it is rock and roll. Maybe I'll warn you next time. Okay, I'll remember that. I'll turn it down. I'll put it down half again. Is this better? Here, let me turn it down. That better? Rufus said, Jesus, that exploded my speakers. I think this is how... No, it's an accident. Sorry. Back. Thank you, Pavel. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I have my checklist. It's like a pilot getting in the plane without looking at the checklist. That's trouble. And you got stuff on your mind, and I'm looking at the clock. 18 ever Colin Patrick. Truth, justice, and the American way. Well, they got knuckleheads on the ground. What do you mean, Mookie? If their military's got... No, you got people running around, nutters on the ground. If their military's gone, why do we need to rescue an F-15 pilot? No man left behind. I thought that was great. Still a hostile, territory. Isn't that strange, though? I don't get it. And I listened to that, what's the guy's name? Nick Fuentes. And I'll read you that. I mean, that blew my mind. Tommy's demand that the, let's see, what do they call it? The Iranian Royal Guard Corps, whatever, be allowed to develop a nuclear weapon was non-negotiable. Like, they don't have a right to it in a civilized world because they're going to use it. Makes no sense to me. Groundhog. Trump is a loser. How did someone manage to strengthen Iran? You think, Groundhog, you think Iran is in a stronger position today than it was before it started? That I can't, it's like talking to someone that was denying the moon landings. I can't answer for it. I can't have a conversation with you. 80 never calling, promoting his channel by saying, Greg, Rufus, Pavel, Rolly, and Mookie. It's what Tommy wants. It's Pavel. Thank God Tommy doesn't have any power. I reported to the Association for the DOXX has already been reported to the Association for Loud Noise. I think I'm a pretty good neighbor. I've asked my neighbors if I bother them. I know, when I pull out in the garage, he said, well, I heard your Subaru every once in a while, just the exhaust, in the morning. But he wakes up at 6. And sometimes, I get out here at 4 or 5. But I think I'm a pretty damn good neighbor. 80 neighbor calling wants to know, has everyone cleaned their roof this week? Just check it. I was told that if you don't, you could get a letter from the association. But I noticed they're all kind of dirty, and I thought, okay, I can do that. And like I say, going forward, it's $85 a year, so I'll do it. Keep the community standards up. You can't make some people happy, Patrick. And Tommy, I believe, is one of them. I only wish that I wish Tommy would grow up. I wish I would be around when he's grown up. I only wish Tommy was around to live under the previous presidential administration's history. He doesn't always report correctly, as we're seeing more. Yeah, but that's what I asked him. You want to go back and take your vote back and vote for Kamala? Really? Rufus says Tommy's showing off his superior intelligence. You just don't get it, Docs. Okay, I guess I don't get it. Pavel, I forgot to click. Yeah, best to click on view all messages. Yes. It was because there was I didn't know my earbud. Oh, I see. Okay, Rufus. No, well, I apologize for that. If I would have just followed my pilot checklist, but I don't use this computer for certain things. I use the other one. But silly me, here, I'll slap my hand. I can't say it won't happen again because I'm an old man. No, the reason was that blast my ears out was because there was silence, and I don't know if my I apologize and turn up that. Then I get Del Boca Vista blasting, my ears keep blasting. Oh, keep blasting, okay. So it wasn't bad, it was you were adjusting your, okay, I thought that song should have been, played a little louder than the other ones. Rufus greets AD. Yeah, I forget to click all messages. Have no fear. I'm here. Oh, there he is. Tommy's here. Okay. There you go. Tommy's here. So I'm not talking behind his back. Now, I made another PDF file, and I don't know what the hell I did with it. I went and looked in the trash, and I cannot find it. So what I'm going to do, I put up a link to National Review, and I apologize, I don't know this guy's name, but there's a link in the description. But I wanted to somebody explain, Tucker Carlson, Candace Owen, and Fuentes, or Nick Fuentes, or whatever his name is, because I don't understand it, like what happened to him. I mean, Tucker was for the war before he was against it. Nick Fuentes he played a clip of him, and this is what he said. Nick said, "Pray for Iran. Pray for the designs of the Jews to fail. That's all we could do. Iran is fighting for the whole world right now." How bizarre is that? He belongs in the Democratic Party. And the woke, what is that? For a better description, what else would you call it? Woke. The conservative woke. Oh, Rich Lowry, there he is. Rich Lowry of National Review. And he says, well, I'm not sure even Jane Fonda prayed for the North Vietnamese during the Vietnam War. So, and this is a 10-minute clip, but I'm going to take some key points out of it. The so-called woke right, for lack of a better phrase, very dark view of its own country. Now, why is that? Because most of these people portray themselves as super nationalists, and usually nationalists are very keen to their own country rather than thinking it a twisted and dark place, such you might actually be rooting for the enemy, and no kidding, in a shooting war. In a real, military action, they're rooting for the enemy. So let's go through these reasons. Now, I don't know if I'm describing Tommy or not, so I'm going to let him listen to it. But see, Tommy likes to go with intellectual labels or terms that he may understand. But he said he wouldn't go to church because he is a deist, but yet the deists believe in a God. So that's what the definition is. So you'd go to church if there is a God, but unless that God doesn't intervene. You still get your way into heaven, Tommy, right? Okay, so obviously we have an ideal. I think the first factor is isolationist right. They overlap with a lot of these people. They thought they could control Donald Trump. Nobody can control Trump. So they thought Trump was an isolationist the way they are. And that was never true. That was never true. Anyway, check it out. I think it was good. And I guess that's what we're dealing with some of our community members. Well, here, I guess I'll have to go and read it for myself again, what you actually wrote here. Here we go, post. 8 replies. Here's Tommy. He said, I'm already with someone, laughingly, and I'd never be a theist, only a deist. That's what you said. So now you're qualifying it somehow. I said deism over theism. No, that's not what you said. That had nothing to do with going to church. Okay, never mind. That was kind of a joke in a way. You know, hey, go look for a girl. Why bother me when I'm trying to enjoy my coffee? Or did O'Bain get elected? Greg will, let's see, I'm way behind. Let me go back up. Time for the link. Let's have a conversation. Who, with Tommy? Well, he hasn't asked for one. I'd like to ask him direct questions. Like, knowing what Trump has done now, would you vote for Kamala? Give me a yes or a no, Tommy. And if it's a yes, I wouldn't let you on. Okay, because there'd be something wrong with you. Okay, Irving Kristol. Well, he's Bill Kristol. He's the dad of Bill Kristol. But of your ideology, Lex. You don't know what my ideology is. Okay, now you're laughing at National Review. Okay, all right. So I can't have you on. Armanda Ungaro. I guess Rufus is answering your question, Greg. Let's see, 80 never calling. Well, they won't, you don't understand. They won't let Iran practice their religion. Trump is not allowing them to practice their religion of death to non-believers. 80 never calling LBJ, Nixon, Ford, Carter, Clinton, Bush, Obama. Life really sucked under those secretive creeps. Lies, deception, secret underground sucked. Now we have transparency, and we don't like it. I like it. I listen to the Iranian civilian people currently. Well, it's terrible, you know. I listen to the Iranian civil people currently living in Iran. All right, now Tommy's going to give us his definition of why can't I say that? Isolationist. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Rufus, I get some help. Rufus, Jesus, Tommy, have some fun. Get laid, for God's sakes. Don't waste your... Again, why do you think he gives me recommendations for books to read? Come on. You should know that. Psychologically, why do you think he wants that? Subconsciously, consciously or subconsciously? Rufus, you'll have all the time in your old age to do that. What? Yeah, you better, especially if you want kids, you better start now. You don't want to be Tony Randall on us. Tommy declares, I saw my girl last night, my girlfriend, and Sunday is for politics. Oh, boy. What about golf? Did you give up on golf? No, I can't have him on. No, I just can't. Tommy says I don't answer questions laughingly. Okay, Tommy. Rufus. Oh, now Rufus is giving relationship advice. Okay, time to leave, girlfriend. No morning sex. I got to watch my Sunday politics. I used to watch that stuff, not anymore. You know, Meet the Press and not who the McLaughlin Group on Saturday night, all that stuff. Not anymore. Can't do it. Ooh, Pavel declares Tommy is high. He's not high. He's very anxious. Again, why does he want me to read other material? Because he knows his position is weak on a lot of things. He wants to get me over, you know. If you're confident in what you believe, you're relaxed with it. I found God, and I can't be talked out of that because I have experienced it. There's knowledge through other ways. That's just not a feeling. It's, you know, you hear things and you see things, and you find out, hey, there's something to this. So I'm not one of the faithful. I know. I have knowledge. I'm all in. And that's not going to change. No matter what philosophy I read, it's not going to change. Greg says the open border policy of Biden opened the door. Yeah, and the auto pen, and we were going down the tubes quickly, very quickly. It would have been over, really. Okay, now for the record, Tommy says, listen, Kamala wasn't a horrible person who shouldn't have ever been elected to anything. The problem is that looking at a single election isolation is short-term thinking. No, but it's on the menu. You can think long-term. There won't be a long-term. If she would have won, there's no long-term. It would have been over. At least you voted. There's some other people in the community that are, well, he wasn't good enough. Trump wasn't good enough. Oh, really? Okay. That's another one I can't talk to. For the finger shape now, 20-second wait. Highly selective for girlfriend, 20-second wait. You don't like the 20-second wait? Well, one day I was here, I was just getting bombarded. You know, when I had the 40 or whatever, and I realized I was the only one on, but it makes it kind of tough. Okay, well, all right, Tommy, that's what we had at the time. We did really well with there's nothing wrong with Trump. I think so far he's been doing it right. We would Republicans. Why would I'm not a Republican. Do things like mass deportations if they know you'll vote for them. No. Okay, I didn't know what you're talking about. They come in here to get as much as they can. They're not, the criminals and everything else. It was just a terrible situation. Tommy, for the record, I played golf 4 times last 2 weeks. What about all those pesticides? Aren't you fearful of Alzheimer's? Docs, if we had an actual debate, I don't want to debate with you. People can believe anything they want. They can vote for anybody they want. You got to take the consequences. A debate where you were forced to be logical, you'd be in deep trouble. Not really. Depends what we're debating about. Not the politics, but I'm not a creationist, as some people say, and I don't read the Bible is literal in certain sections and is symbolic in others. You got to know the difference. But to me, there's no question evolution does not explain creation. It's a theory in trouble. You can't have beauty and creation and design without what? Intelligence. Divine intelligence. Whatever that is. Whatever intelligence is. Whatever consciousness is. See, I think it's all consciousness. We think it's reality. I think this marble countertop is reality, but I think it's consciousness. In the mind of God. Tommy, modus is a foreign concept to you. Okay, yeah, Tommy. You're so smart, Tommy. Then why can't you sleep at night? Always with the scenarios. Okay, Tommy. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't think Trump was the lesser of evil. I think he was an excellent candidate. The Republican, when the Republicans don't want you and the Democrats don't want you, I think he was great. We're all pretty used to voting for lesser evil. Critical thinking is crucial. Critical thinking is crucial and critical. Oh, man. I had a Charlie horse this morning. That's what I I learned the term, but it's a muscle spasm or a muscle something in my left hamstring. Oh, it was terrible. And I had to use it's on the back of your leg, and then I had to use my quad muscle to keep my leg straight. Just until it stopped cramping, there's nothing I could do. Terrible. Because last night I could feel my calves were starting to do it just a little bit, but I caught it in time. And this one, because I was sitting with my legs kind of curled underneath me. Oh, man. Now, I work out, so it's like, but I didn't work out Friday, so I do stretch. I mean, palms on the floor without bending my knees. So I stretch out the hamstrings all the time, but I guess I just have to take it. Well, two-party system, there's nothing perfect, Rufus. Rufus wants rank choice voting. Tommy, living near a golf course is deadly. Speaking of golf, I bought a golf ball washer, the ones you can hook onto your golf bag, just for the garage, so I don't have to bend over at the sink. Now I got a golf ball washer before they come into the house. Oh, she never, anytime you ask a Democrat, well, what about the border? Oh, we need more money. We need more money. Yeah, to spread among the Democrats. She never once visited the border. Or maybe she went down there. She didn't know what the hell's going on. Oh my God, Tommy, I just thought of how Kamala would have handled any global or foreign policy issue. She wouldn't handle anything. She didn't know how to handle anything. Deadly serious. You're stuck in your Mormonism. Well, I think that was a cheap shot. This has nothing to do with Mormonism. And if I were to give details to a, quote, Christian, they would say the same thing. It has nothing to do with Christianity. You're stuck in Mormonism. I don't, that wasn't, no, he didn't put it that way. He didn't say I was stuck. He says, has it had any effect on you? Or something like that. Rufus, whatever you asked. And I'm thankful for it, because at least it gave me something. It gave me something. I threw it out later, because I thought Mormonism is the same as God. And then you find out it's two different, much different. Greg says the future is drones with artificial intelligence. I wonder if we'll be able to play golf with drones. Oh, look at beautiful golf course. Got the sun going, sunshine. Oh, don't go Tommy on me, Mookie. I don't know. Look it up. I don't have any thoughts on that. Don't even think about it. As I put into, what did I pin to the link? What did I pin in the comments? I thank you, Lord, for another day of living. I will rejoice, be glad in it, and not overthink it. What I think doesn't matter. The closer I get to God, everything is better. And to meditate, you have to remove your thoughts. Because what are thoughts? They're the personal ego. And as smart as Tommy is, he doesn't have all the answers. But there's a part of you that does. I sleep around 8 hours a night unless I'm playing Fortnite with my far left professor. Oh, there's your problem. Get rid of him or her. I'm not sure what you mean by that, laughing. I sleep around 8 hours a night unless I'm playing Fortnite with far left professor. Docs eat banana. I do eat bananas. What's his name tell me that? Holden told me that. Yeah, I have potassium. My potassium level, if anything, is a little high. If you're saying that's the muscle cramp, let me go. Well, maybe I should check it. Here we go into the archives, the folder system of the DOXX Report, Medicare Advantage Plus, lab draws. December 2025. Complete blood white cell with differential, would it be there? Where's the potassium? Nope, it wouldn't be in that one. CMP, maybe. Okay, here we go. Potassium. My potassium level, the range is, I'll make that a little bigger. Potassium, the range is 3.5 to 5.3. I'm 4.6. So I'm well within the range. I just think because I'm athletic, I'm not an athlete, but I'm athletic. And I guess the muscle is getting used to, I don't know. I haven't had one for a while, but it was terrible. I get up and I walk around like Frankenstein, and it's just, it's not going away, and until it stops firing. Mookie, I like Cookie. Is it possible the universe revolves around the villages? Well, it is very possible that personalities believe it revolves around them. With regard to lesser, I was referring to guys like, that would be terrible. If you have Romney and Hillary to vote for, that would be terrible. I mean, that would just be a terrible choice. With regard to lesser, I was referring to guys like Romney, McCain, Bush over, yeah, be terrible. Who? Me? Why would you? Where do you get this stuff? How do you get this stuff? He built things. He would go talk to the contractors. He quite likes people. He doesn't like stupid people. He likes high IQ people, so he might not like me. But how would you know that? The sad thing is Trump would detest you the most. Me? Oh, now you're going to throw magnesium into it? Oh, let's go look. Medicare Advantage Plus, lab draws. December 17th, 2025. CMP. They don't even test for magnesium. Not even on here. Glucose, creatine, sodium, potassium, chloride, calcium. I don't see magnesium, but I do take a multiple vitamin every other day. Eat a baked potato. If it worked, I would do it. Okay. Well, listen, my eyes aren't that good, Tommy. If I read it wrong. DOXX is voting for Biden. No way. Oh, look at this guy coming in. DOXX is voting. Gildan DOXX is voting for Biden here. Oh, jeez. Tommy says, gold. Kamala guarded Mexican's border. Yeah, she did the exact. She just opened the door. She had open door policy. And they had an app. When you're coming to the country, they had an app. Here's where you get your benefits. Thoughts on Mormonism? Well, if I run into a Mormon, before I tell you that, down south here, and I never got this in Utah, you're checking out and the cashier, or once in a while you hear from somebody, have a blessed day. A blessed day. I didn't really know how to respond to that. Now I got the perfect response. I'm going to say, thank you, I will rejoice and be glad in it. But now, as far as Mormonism, I don't really think about it. It's if you want to do it, go ahead. If that keeps you straight and narrow, or if that what works for you, because I think God will judge you on that's the game you've accepted in order to worship me, then you're going to be held to it. But if I run into a Mormon, I just say I found something better, and I'll say I found God. But I've left that a long time ago. Here, then Rufus, are you laughing at me or with me? I have more laughs here than I do on the franchise club now. You hear that, Squirrely? Because I know you're listening. Mookie's laughing. Got a moderator in the house. Hey, you don't speak for me, okay? I guess everybody knows that. And where did you hear Jackson Morty are getting together? Or let me take that back, because Curly, I think I've heard it from other places. I don't think that's going to happen. Good afternoon, Lex. JJ Lecoute, a longtime supporter of the channel, has stated yesterday he's bended. Could you please look? No, he's not. But what I didn't like about it, he was coming over here. He's not helping the show. He's just over here saying hello to everybody. In a sense, he's promoting his channel. He's not helping my show. He's not interacting with me. He's interacting with the chat. I unbended everybody, and then I bent a couple. But I opened up the prison. That's when Jax was over here. But to say, see, if In an ideal world, I would like to see Jackson, Morty together, providing they both pivoted. You know, Jax get out of the hate, you know, mean, what is it, the evil mega corporation, and then Morty would have to part ways with Breitling. Because if he, or if he just took Jax the way he is, then now he's a hypocrite, because he told me when I let Jax on over here that now at my channel I'm helping a hate stream or something to that effect. But I would like to see them together. But if they could do a, you know, movie talk and late night chat, that would be great. As long as we don't get those Breitling videos and Jax gets out of the hate business. I'm being serious. I think that would be a good move, but I don't think it's going to happen. Rufus having a good laugh. Pavel, 5 hours of Uncle and Tomato Mo obsessing over Timmy is a hard slog. Oh, yeah. In my honor? Why are you thinking about me? Have you ever been to Wawa? Oh, that Colombian coffee. It's a medium roast. Comes out so dark and nice. I do one small pack of raw sugar and then a regular sugar, and then I always use Irish cream just to give it a little color. Just a little color. Oh, it's great. 16 ounce. Tommy, I had Starbucks today, in your honor, Docs. A cold brew, to be exact. You know, I'm always tempted to try the... I have hot coffee in the summer. I'm tempted sometimes to try the iced coffee. Has also, who stated this? What are you talking about? JJ. Let's see, he's also stated he has no interest in controlling your toaster remotely, just supplying you necessary tools for doing the new business. I don't even know what that means. Oh, what did I say? Tommy, a rare moment of clarity for Doc's progress. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Ruf. I can't believe I'm getting some support, finally. Rufus, no, Trump would love our Lexter. I'm not a cultist. Tommy, cult leaders always detest their blind followers the most. I'm not blind at all. I mean, he's made some screw-ups. He used the F word on Easter, and he's a little rough around the edges, but you know what? This is a rough world. Greg is insisting magnesium. Well, why don't they, if it's such a crucial thing, why don't they put it in my lab draw? Magnesium levels are below normal, often causing muscle. Well, I don't get them that often, but I got one this morning. Cramps, tremors, fatigue, weakness, and numbness. Don't give me all those symptoms. I don't have those symptoms. I got my gear laid out on the dryer. Monday morning, I'm going to hit it hard. Full throttle workout. Oh, it's great. You got to move around. You got to get up, move around. Find a workout, you know, start right now. It doesn't matter how old you are. Find some kind of exercise routine that works for you. But it has to be exercise. I mean, don't kid yourself. You know, you don't want to go to Starbucks and get a 12 ounce and then go walk around the block. That's not exercise. You got to push it a little bit. Hedge golf. Well, nobody's ever tried to hit a golf ball from my lawn. That'd be intolerable. But there was one guy out there golfing. I mean, he looked like a professional athlete, like a tight end. And you know what? What am I going to do? I mean, am I going to go out there and commit suicide? No. Mookie says, get off my lawn. No, if you drive up, that's a different thing. Gilden, there's an app for everything, Docs. What do I need now? I'm a little disappointed in the White House app, to tell you the truth. I'll tell you one app that I will never get, and I'm a T-Mobile, that's my carrier. They want you to get in their app, but their app is like they're trying to do a Facebook thing. You know, it's not just just the basic information, like a utility company. No, it's social. They want to give you a social I don't want a social platform from T-Mobile. It's absolutely worked for you. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? It absolutely worked for you. What, Mormon? I don't know. You clearly didn't leave Mormonism. How did, you can't be serious. Again, I can't wait till you grow up. I mean, I don't know where you would get that from. No glad handing zone, says Pavel. GD bending. Well, look, if people have a real critical opinion of me, and then they come over in the chat, well, like, why would you come in here? Other than to disrupt things, or if you have that kind of critical opinion, I mean, don't come over here. McLobster. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for giving me permission. I pushed it this morning because I had a couple of drinks last night. And I don't know why I do it. I decided I'd eat this popcorn, you know. I finished it off. It's like, how stupid. So, I don't know. So I pushed it this morning. A beautiful day to push the water, says Mac Lobster. Let's see, the franchise clubs. Rufus, the franchise club and Jax brought me back here, Docs. Well, okay, good. As long as you're here. Tommy, I think the golf course fumes. Am I going to... There's no playboard today. Did I have anything else? I do encourage you to click on the link in the description on the that conservative article I put in there. It's only 10 minutes. And he describes the wake, the woke conservatism. I think the golf course fumes are getting to you. Wawa's garbage now. Well, you can't just let me enjoy it. Has been for 15 years. I think it's great, and it's convenience. At my age, it's about convenience. If you think I'm going to go to a specialty store, get the beans, and then I'm going to weigh the beans, and then I'm going to get special water, I'm not going to do all that. Ah, yes, the salty mango juice. No, it was Tomatin, Highland single malt Scotch. Very good, 18-year. It didn't get that high a review from Ralphie, but that was great. And then I was staying up a little extra late, and so okay, I think I'll have a little brandy. I threw some brandy on top of it. And then I started drinking the water before I went to bed. Well, you had Squirrely over there. You had Mr. Sociopath. 80 never called. I've always been loyal to the DOXX Report, but he has forsaken and unsubbed me. I kind of don't like the format in a way, because you're kind of staring at the audience, like Bear Clooney Watches did at his channel. He would just stare you down, you know. But some people like it. And you're like a bulletin board, and you're kind of doing it like Archie's, like, okay, we need guests. Get some guests over here. But, yeah, wish you well with it if you enjoy it. Okay, Tommy, whatever. Let's see, my lobster Docs. Oh, that's terrible. The same thing I think of gambling. It's terrible. Would you want your daughter doing that? I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to read it. Oh, you're accepting Curly as the source? That's like Tommy accepting Iran as the source. Curly broke the news, Lex. Jax, Morty, and Brightling are joining together for renewed offensive against the Friars Club. It's not going to happen. Again, a perfect scenario would be Jax pivots, Morty pivots, and they get together. But Well, now, what did Morty say? He says, what did he say exactly? I'm going to go look for that. I don't want to misquote the diner here. Go to posts. Something very special is going on at Morty's Diner. That's your headline. What could that be? Don't know. With 3 labels, new concern. Okay. Not that it's true, but it's kind of funny. Tommy and DOXX can be summed up with 3 labels: neoconservatism, neoliberal, neo-Mormon. No. And not anything to do with Mormonism, except it's part of my past. I can't, it shaped me in some direction, gave me something. God first. If you want to give me a label, God first. That's the top. And then everything else will work its way, it'll work out. Oh boy, now what are you doing? What are you doing to me, GD? If Nikki and you joined, it would be the good guy alive. Oh, it would be hell on earth. What, joined up with Nikki? I can't do a panel. Let me get this straight. You want Breitling doing the graphics. You got Jax, Morty, myself, and Watch Nicholas? No. And again, I have to say this. The first edition of the Good Guy Alliance, Morty wanted nothing to do with it. He didn't like the idea. He officially proclaimed he wasn't part of it. You are with... Why do you keep insisting on that? What do I have to do to prove it to you? Well, let me go look at my carrier. Isn't that in my phone somewhere? Settings. Cellular. T-Mobile. Says right here. Turn on this line. It's on. T-Mobile. I have my cellular plan is max up with 40 gigabyte hotspot, which I don't ever use. I've used it a couple, minor on one of my iMacs one time. Network selection, T-Mobile Wi-Fi. Network selection. What do they mean by Wi-Fi? I got my Wi-Fi turned on. There's my phone number. I got Wi-Fi calling on. I've used, my usage was 4.34 gigabyte, but I have unlimited. If I click on that, data 4.3 gigabyte, calls unlimited, messages unlimited. I don't know why you insist that I have, why, is that the elderly thing? Is that like the cheapest plan out there? You're on Metro PCS. I won't abide by your insistence on being with T-Mobile just because they bought Metro. Oh. You know more about it than I do. Well, I want to be able to, get some things off of it, like if they had a desktop version. Hey, you're disloyal by not liking the White House app. Push the water. Here we go. Greg, good question. That would, it's kind of hard to go on a mission when your dad's an alcoholic, and the family unit, or I just had to get out of there. Did you ever serve a mission? Answer the question like, no, I did not. I left home when I was 20. I was in school at the time. I told you this story. I came home, I was in college, I was 20 years old, 1974. And I come home and my mom's having a garage sale. I said, what are you doing? Oh, we're moving. I said, what? We're moving. I'm in school. We're moving. So they ran away from me. You can come with us if you want to. And I went and got an apartment, basement apartment, and got a roommate. Now the roommate, I knew him in high school, but he came home early off of a mission. But no, the answer to that popcorn can be dangerous to the elderly. says Mac Lobster. 80 never calling, sharing his adult wisdom. GD, the only alliance that can be had is between a channel and its viewers. Yeah, you owe it to your viewers to be on time, you know, and to do some preparation. But we're human, and I screwed up. I didn't go through my checklist. Tommy says, no, I can't. He was asked a question. What question did anybody ask you? No, you can't what? Oh, I can't grow up? Okay, now I lost my place. Doc's bringing the business. Oh, Mark, welcome. Doc, bringing the business. All I got left to do today is shower and shave. So what I do is shower a little bit earlier, and then later on, early evening, I'll shave. I'm pretty good at it now. I got the routine down. I don't nick myself that much or that often, and it really doesn't take that long once you learned how to do it right. Because there's certain sections of my face where you got to shave one direction. It's much easier. Only what I'm interested in. '80 number Patrick. Let's see. Brian the Pipe got me hooked on beefaroni. Oh boy. Well, I didn't need it to sleep. I do think you have some anxiety. Tommy, Scotch and brandy. Who can't sleep due to their anxiety? No, I just thought it was Saturday. It was whiskey a go-go. Docs, you and AD were meant to be friends. Friend to no one. I don't want to be friends. Why? Because friends implies expectations. I'm not here to meet anyone's expectations. Because the next thing you're going to hear, well, I thought we were friends. No. I'm friendly. Patrick's friendly. You were meant to be friendly, Mark. And so friendly to, let's see, friend to no one, friendly to most, truthful to all. No, Tommy. No, I'm not even going to go there. I don't have thoughts on it. Let them, they got a lot of responsibility. The Israeli leadership and and President. Dodger in the house. There he is. He's got a hat on. You know that. Good evening, Dodger. Dodger, preach it, Dodger. Gambling and alcohol is a path to destruction. Well, any addiction really is. Can be friends. I don't know. Let's see. The rancher and the farmer can be friends. Oklahoma, Rogers and Hammerstein. Okay. Interesting. I don't know if I could plan anything with Morty. I don't think he'd be agreeable to anything with me. Tommy Mortimer and Docs are planning a pincer movement. Against who? Oh, that guy? Oh, look, he's pretty close here. Now, here's a head shot. Dodger, what about just alcohol and womanizing? How did you not catch that one? I was thinking the same, Tommy. What did I catch now? What didn't I catch? Reread Docs. Okay. Did I miss it? Oh, the rancher and the farmer can be friends, Oklahoma. Rogers and Hammerstein. I read it. The musical? Okay. So what? Oh, the rancher and the farmer can be friends. Who's the farmer? I know the rancher. Who's the farmer? Oh, it's not saying Mormon. Oh. Which one was that? What do you call me, a moron? Oh, Tommy, why would you do that? Oh, neo-moron. Oh, geez. Okay, thank you. I gave you a little credit I guess I shouldn't have given you. I don't think so. As the rabbi of the New Testament, he who has picked up the plow and looks back is not fit for the kingdom of God. You can't live in the past. If you live in the past, you have no future, and you are not fit for the kingdom of God. It's there somewhere. Everything, everything you've ever done in this life and beyond and before is there somewhere. Mark T says, afternoon. Tommy, I can't see your screen, but it clearly says Metro. No, it doesn't. I barely remember that. That was the first breakup. But they came back. They broke up, broke up, came back, broke up. Pavel, the DOXX interview. Well, I went on his show. It was just because I said I'll go on and just have a conversation with you and help the show out. Kind of set some conditions that really pissed off Curly. With Watch Nicholas, what initially cracked the well, he came on and just chewed him out, yeah, because he's big boss man squirrel. It's got to be his way. A wrench for Zeppi, ultimate finished it off. Well, the only one that's ever stuck with him is Toyota Tomato Mo, because he says nothing really. He sits there. Was 1 dram a week. Well, it was a little out of the ordinary yesterday. It was out of the ordinary. I stayed up a little later. Yes, it was. Mac Lobster, I thought the highly disciplined DOXX doctrine was 1 dram a week. Well, it was every other week. And yet you say you had a few. Yes, I did. That is, well, it's not confusing. I just did it. So, let's see. So next Saturday, I may have a brandy next Friday. Or another whiskey. So I'm probably going to increase it up to once a week, I'm thinking. Well, my worldview may crumble, my political view may, but my rock, my foundation, I'm all in. He's escalating Mac Lobster. He knows his worldview is crumbling around him. Well, presidents will come and go. Inflation will come and go. My health will come and go, but God remains. McLobster, agreeing with Tommy. I don't have any thoughts on individuals. No. Fulbrighter. No, I don't. Doesn't. I only want to know what I need to know. I don't need to clutter up my mind with what Fox News or all this. It's all. This, they do the thumbnails just like the YouTubers. They just want to get views. And I don't need to know that stuff. I vote, Neo-moronism is, okay. You know what? I'll put you in timeout. Goodbye. I thought he was civil. Tommy's not civil. Now, why is he coming at me? Because he's not sure of his own views. Not really. Let's see, help him, Tommy. Pavel. To be frank, it's a decent defense against friends constantly betraying you. Well, I just don't want there to be a misunderstanding. If you're friendly to me, I'll be friendly to you. But don't call me a friend, because you have expectations. Now, I'm not going to argue that with my neighbors or somebody I meet at the fitness center, but that's what I'm thinking. We're just acquaintances, like coworkers. And I don't have expectations of them. Let's see. Let me read this. I can read that later. I wouldn't know. I met Mrs. Dodger at 20's son. Yeah, when you find a good woman, you stick with her. Dodger, McAllister, I wouldn't know. I met Mrs. Dodger at 21, so it's not much experience in womanizing. Good for you. It's all worked out for you. We all bear the slings and arrows of our youth. If you can learn from them, it's okay. It was worth it. McLobster, generational violence. 80, never calling great expectations. Let's see. Okay, I'm still not interested. I'm not interested in your tricks. All right, 25 people watching. Again, why the woke right has such a dark view of America. This is by, I mentioned his name earlier, Rich Lowry of National Review, conservative bedrock. So why would they root for the enemy? Well, they thought they could, one reason they thought they could control Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump made wild threats in the run-up for the ceasefire with Iran. Are we really shocked by that? Do we not remember fire and fury with North Korea in the first term? And he also dropped an F-bomb on a True Social post on Easter morning? Bad. Shouldn't have done it. But also, we are shocked. When we think he's usually very polite in all his communications and observations of all the norms. No. This is Donald Trump. In fact, members of the woke right like Tucker Carlson, they celebrate this stuff or look past it or said it had benefits to Trump. And anyone noticing this aspect of its character, and it might have downsides what they were quizzlings and weaklings and just didn't get Donald Trump or they were opposed to his voters. Now Tucker Carlson sounds like a so-called member of the Committee to Save the World during the first term. Yeah, he's way out there. He's off the ledge. Okay, so let's see. There were some other things that he came up with here. Oh, there's another reason. They think he's controlled by the shadowy forces that happen to be the Jews. The isolationist right has had major focus on this big New York Times report. Trump's decision to go to war with Iran. Yeah. That was his decision. He ran on it. He said that from the moment he was going to go into politics. Or where he sits at the table. That was kind of silly. Anyway, it's a great article. He also said something about conspiracy theorists. Okay, here we go. Now, conspiracies obviously sometimes are real going back in history. There was a conspiracy to assassinate Abraham Lincoln. There was a conspiracy to assassinate Archduke Ferdinand. More recently, there was a conspiracy to cover up the origins of COVID at the Wuhan lab in China. There's a conspiracy to cover up Joe Biden's true mental and physical state. All that is true. But if you see deeper conspiracies everywhere, what happens? You begin to have a extremely dark interpretation of your own government. It's good points in here. All right, if you get a chance, it's only 10 minutes. Go listen to it. Maybe that can explain some of our community. Dodger, yes, Docs, I know what you're saying about people with expectations important at our age. At any age. I wish I knew this when I was younger, because I'd clarify it. I'd say, you're my friend? And they'd go, yeah, okay, well, here's my expectations. You don't talk behind my back about me. That's one of them. You still want to be my friend? Rufus analyzing the DOXX. I believe it's fear that DOXX keeps up the walls. Common sense. I talk to people I meet. every day. Whether I was in the pharmacy line this morning, Walmart, where America shops, the pharmacy opens at 10 a.m. And so I need to get it. I do the pill boxing, the tablet box thing. So I'm putting my tablets in there for the week. And I go, well, let's see, I'm out of this one. I go in there, it's not there. I have plenty of the statin, but I don't have the allopurinol. So then, okay, so I call the office. They electronically sent it over there. And it was ready Saturday, but I thought I'll just go in Sunday. Because once I get out of the house, I can get my medication and go up to Wawa. No, I mean, I have acquaintances at the fitness center, but they're married and they're working. I'm retired. You know, they have different priorities than I have. And I'm very, very independent. Mark likes to point out Harry Truman had a salty vocabulary, great president. Let's see. DOXX is all the McDonald's, the reason Donald sends so many wild posts while seated on the, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, 1 hour, 33 minutes. I think we're done. I got a show in Saturday. Let's see, the Masters is on television, Channel 8, but Tiger Woods killed the PGA this year because they need him for ratings. So they put everything like not on over the air. And no Tiger Woods, that hurt him. That really hurt him. And my neighbor's watching it. I don't watch. Can you watch golf? I can't watch it. No interest there. That's true. Greg, Caesar had many friends with knives. All right, 22 people watching. Thank you for coming by. You want the music up or down? Now don't adjust your headset there, Rufus. From the top. Yeah, McLobster, don't you live on a golf course? Yes, I do. Doesn't mean I have to play golf. Don't go Morty on me. I like the view. And that's a live shot. I mean, that's my home.